It's week 1 of the National Football League, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Jags and the Broncos, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Denver Broncos. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
And off we go from Denver. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And for this young rookie making his first NFL start, a moment he's been waiting for since draft day.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Well, a good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2000?
A powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Back to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Again, he'll drop to throw. Hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stop the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, You're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and is doing everything in his power to follow through.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw here.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
23 yards, the final tally. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man right side is St. Brown. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll set up a throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's free going down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. After one, 7-3 the score. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion! 11, Agate. Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Jaguars 1st down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. Now Lawrence. Cook's full extension. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate in a butt. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
And he works free. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. Perfect execution on that inside handoff, and then a little will, a little brute strength to move forward after the contact.
What do we call that now in today's NFL? Heck, in today's football? Contact balance, right? That's the buzzword, the phrase you hear. A back who can absorb contact, bounce off of it, and keep moving. Just what you said, brute strength, force of will.
And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. This is caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Edwards. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
First down, Jacksonville.
But to throw again is Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it was Travis Etienne on the touchdown reception, capping the drive. This taken in right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. He completes this to Walker.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Second and 6 at the 27-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. A little short pass. This is Everett. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
All right, let's go.
From the 29, here's second and a couple. They go play action now. Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Here we go.
Lawrence going to throw again. That's caught by Myers. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Play action. It's Lawrence. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Again on second and 10, it's Lawrence.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Evan Ingram already his second
second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
At the 32-yard line.
On second down, it's Walker, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the counter, it's Walker. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. They'll look to throw here. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Gerald Everett, 31 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a field. 3 and 6. Is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
And quickly, they get to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
It's picked up by the Broncos. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up. He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Ken Walker,
a 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
They'll look to throw. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Stiff-armed him. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They're going to look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. With his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 5. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They just got to find a way to get it done.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he is going to have a Jags first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1.
They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down. But they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed.
Holding. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Again, it's Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the...
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On
On second down, ETN once more.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
Now Lawrence. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Lawrence to throw.
Flush to his right.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jags answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
That's caught.
And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you,
and the Jags get to him as down he goes. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. From the gun, it's Lawrence. A quick throw, but incomplete.
well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run with ETN. And he is going to have
of the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short.
Here we go on fourth down. And some room to run now.
And he will have a Jaguars first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. And they'll go again with ETN.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here's Lawrence. Very quick throw. He's got Myers.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
First down, Jacksonville.
Lawrence.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league.